What's up guys, Alpha Stalin here. So obviously as a Smash Bros fan, I cannot wait to get my hands on Super Smash Bros Ultimate come December. We have every single character ever in a massive roster. There's so many incredible stages with customization like we've never seen, and the music selection is gonna be killer. And of course, we have the newcomers Inkling, Daisy, and Ridley. It's going to be awesome. And if you're like me, you're an impatient Smash fan waiting at the edge of your seat for Sakurai to announce some more new content. I'm still hoping for a story mode myself. More than anything as of late, character speculation videos, rumors, quote-unquote leaks, and top 10 videos are rampant all across the internet. And now it's my turn to keep the Smash hype train going. We all have those characters we personally would love to see added to the Ultimate roster. And today, I'm here to talk about the #1 character that I want to see make the cut. If the thumbnail and title of the video didn't give it away, that character is none other than the Blue Burrower himself, Shovel Knight. After playing his titular game on my channel, I really grew to like this quirky blue dude. You could even say I dig him. Bad puns aside, I think Shovel Knight has a real chance of making it into Smash Bros this time around. He certainly doesn't have as great a chance as some other characters, but he has a chance nonetheless. Now, obviously, you're not here to listen to me just talk about how much I love Shovel Knight. In fact, I bet you're probably wondering why and how he's earned the honor of being added to Ultimate. So if you're still in doubt whether the chivalrous hero deserves to duke it out with gaming's finest, here's 10 reasons why Shovel Knight belongs in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Let's do this. Number 1. Shovel Knight is a very popular character from a very popular game. Since Shovel Knight released in June 2014, it's sold over 2 million copies across all systems. That's impressive for any video game, let alone an indie studio's Kickstarter campaign. And it's still being updated, with King Knight's DLC adventure titled King of Cards slated for later this year. It's also been nominated for several awards, many of which it's received. It won Best Independent Game from the Game Awards, Wii U and 3DS Game of the Year for both the Nintendo Life's Reader Awards and Staff Awards for 2014, and Best 3DS Game, Music, Platformer, and Platformer People's Choice for IGN's Best of 2014. There's obviously a lot of love and support behind this game, and thankfully IGN liked it more than it liked the water in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I am never gonna let that joke die. Hoenn's mostly islands, that's such a stupid complaint. Anyway, moving on. Number 2. Shovel Knight is a fresh face in gaming while also hitting a nostalgic chord. Sure, he's a modern-day gaming icon with his success story and subsequent notoriety, but he also harkens back to the days of retro gaming with his NES-style gameplay and chiptune musical score. It perfectly marries old and new, further increasing his appeal among newer and seasoned gamers alike. Number 3. Shovel Knight is a recent addition to the gaming world, and as a result, he's still very much relevant. The Blue Burrower is a fairly young icon, only being around about 4 to 5 years old, but his success during that time shows that our valiant hero is still in the fight. And the simple fact that I'm doing a video about how a 4-year-old indie character deserves a spot in the most widely acclaimed crossover game on the planet shows that he still has support after all these years from a dedicated fanbase. Number 4. Shovel Knight's unique design and weapon could bring something fresh and new to the Smash Ultimate roster. On appearance alone, he's unlike any other character we've seen in Smash to date, and as far as his weapon of choice goes, the Shovel Blade is unique amongst the flurry of swords, blasters, and fists that our current cast utilizes. The only character who uses something even remotely similar is Villager, with the shovel and spade that he uses for his down smash and down special respectively. Sakurai is always looking for characters that are different and unique, and Shovel Knight certainly fits that ideal. Number 5. Shovel Knight is an American character. Since Super Smash Bros. Made its debut, every single character in the series has origins in Japan. The lone exception to this rule is Diddy Kong, who was created by Rare in the UK back in the 90s when the Donkey Kong Country series began. And personally, I think it's high time we break this trend. There are so many gaming icons from the West that deserve a spot at Smash stardom, and Shovel Knight is certainly one of them. And hey, it's because of the demand for Ridley from Smash's Western audience that he's even in Smash to start with, so I definitely think having a character born on Western soil would be a cool way for Sakurai to show love to his fans across the Pacific. Number 6. Shovel Knight has already crossed over into multiple games since his debut. Now I'm not going to list all of them off, I'll just mention a few to save time. At the time of making this video, he's been featured as a playable character in 12 different games, including Runbow, Blade Strangers, Blaster Master Zero, and the Smash-inspired Indie Pogo. And he shows up in cameos in 7 games, including Yooka-Laylee and Azure Striker Gunvolt 2. And if Shovel Knight can fight alongside indie heroes, what's to stop him from joining gaming's finest in the single greatest crossover game series of all time? I mean, how cool would it be to have the Blue Blur, the Blue Bomber, and the Blue Burrower all in the same game? I can answer that for you. Very cool. Number 7. Shovel Knight has very close ties to Nintendo, more so than most third-party characters. His titular game premiered on Nintendo 3DS and Nintendo Wii U eShops in June 2014 alongside its release on Steam, months before it came to PlayStation and Xbox, and just last year it was ported to the Nintendo Switch, continuing the cycle. The fact that Nintendo had dibs on console sales before their competition shows that Nintendo saw some real potential in Yacht Club Games' passion project. And also worth noting is that Shovel Knight was honored with his own amiibo, with amiibo for Plague Knight, Spectre Knight, and King Knight added later to coincide with their DLC editions. And lastly, the fact that Shovel Knight was inspired by Nintendo IPs like Mario and Metroid along with NES classics like Castlevania further supports this claim. What better way to honor a character so closely tied to Nintendo than bringing him to one of Nintendo's biggest series? Number 8. This is arguably the single most important point in this entire video, and that's that Shovel Knight's moveset from his game would fit perfectly into a moveset for Smash Bros. His Shovel Blade allows him to bounce atop enemies, charge up a slash attack, send a grounded shockwave across the ground at full health, and have incredible range for keeping opponents out of his face. And you can't forget the variety of relics that he has at his disposal. He has the Flare Wand, Dust Knuckles, Throwing Anchor, Mobile Gear, War Horn, Propeller Dagger, Fishing Rod, and Chaos Sphere to aid him in his battles. These various items could be used in his recovery, aerials, or smash attacks. They could even include his magic gauge, like how Inkling can run out of ink, and he could use a Troupple Chalice to restore it by shielding and pressing B. I would have included the Phase Locket, but let's be honest, him being invincible even for a few seconds would be utterly broken. This plethora of moveset options means Sakurai really doesn't have to brainstorm anything besides tilts and air attacks. Number 9. Besides his moveset, the groundwork for the rest of Shovel Knight's odds and ends are already set in place. Shovel Knight's entrance animation could simply be reused from his in-game animation for when he drops into a dungeon. His first 5 alternate costumes would obviously be the 5 suits of armor he receives from the Armor Outpost, whereas the final alts could either be the 2 sets of armor Shovel Knight receives after defeating Kratos and the Battletoads, or color swaps based on Shield Knight and Black Knight's armors. Even female Shovel Knight could be an alternate costume for Shovel Knight, like Corrin and other Smash characters. And we can't forget the incredible music this game brings with it, along with great stages based on areas like the Explodatorium or the Tower of Fate. And we could even see characters like Plague Knight make an appearance as assist trophies, and Shield Knight could show up in his final Smash. Guys, this stuff, it writes itself, man. Number 10. Shovel Knight would fill the role of a much-needed indie game representative in Smash Ultimate. Smash Bros. Is a celebration of all things gaming, bringing together characters from completely different universes, all with varying genres, styles, and tones. And I think it's high time we have someone to be the face of indie gaming. Over the last several years, indie gaming has exploded across the world, with many titles becoming household names just like Mario, Pokemon, or Final Fantasy. Heck, without independent developers, we wouldn't have games and series like Minecraft, Shantae, Five Nights at Freddy's, Undertale, Cuphead, Bendy and the Ink Machine, and of course, Shovel Knight. Even Nintendo took initiative by having Nintendo Direct specifically featuring indie titles, cleverly named Nindies. I like that, Nintendo, you did good. All of these studios and individuals have contributed so much to gaming as a whole, and we have to have someone to be the representative for all the world to see. Shovel Knight fits that role to a T. His commercial success, his ties to Nintendo, his uniqueness, his moveset, all these characteristics point to a hero suited to take on the task of bringing indie games to Smash Bros. And hey, if not him, then I'd totally be down with Shantae being added, because let's face it, this girl has earned her spot in Smash for many of the same reasons as Shovel Knight. But that's a video for another time. And with that, I hope I've at least partially convinced you that I'm not just some irrational fanboy that wants Shovel Knight smashed simply because I like him. He's done a lot of adventuring over the last 4 years, so whether he's an unlockable character in the base game or he's added later on down the line as a DLC character, I can only hope he's summoned to the battlefields of Smash Bros. To stake some claim for indie games. So now, I want to hear from you guys. Do you think Shovel Knight belongs to Smash Bros? Or do you think Shantae or another indie rep would be better suited for the roster? And are there any other characters you're personally hoping to see added to Smash Ultimate? Let me know down in the comments below. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please be sure you leave it a like, and feel free to check out my channel when you have a chance. I mostly stick to Pokemon videos like my newest series, Dual Type Breakdown, shameless plug, but I've played a few games here and there for the channel, like Shovel Knight, and I'll crank out some fun random videos every now and then as ideas come to me. If that sounds like something you'd be into, be sure you subscribe to join the pack. You can also keep up with me on my Twitter account, where I post updates, hints at upcoming videos, and more. I'll provide a link in the description. I'll definitely be doing Smash Ultimate reactions to character reveals and such as they come, so definitely expect more of that. However, another Smash related video is coming to the channel soon, where I'll be talking about other characters besides Shovel Knight that I would love to see in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Until next time guys, God bless, and thanks for watching.